today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were...
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. And even 70 yards. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Hunt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Gets past one man. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. John Mechie, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is caught. It's Cooks.
Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense... Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown.
They'll start by running the option to the right. A little juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
They'll look to throw here. There again is Cooks, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll set up to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
against Houston. They'll look to throw here on first down. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
And he'll be out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett, 75 yards.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking... Houston's offense taking over again.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cooks on the quick slant.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away.
And the Texans are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. The Texans back out there and ready to go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
He's going to try and take off with it.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans extend their fourth. Houston set to take over.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had. But now this offense comes back out on the field.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future,
well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Houston, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be at home.
today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Back to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 44 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's throwing.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the long.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the others.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
John Mechie
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Texans are able to add on to their first-half lead.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been sensational.
Back to throw here. It's caught left side by Cooks. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are pouring it on. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been...
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas.
There he goes right side. Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans extend their lead yet again. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
75 yards.
And the Texans just continue to roll.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was...
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be... Back back to throw now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, we're in the latter stage. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. How about that? Their quarterback with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what a move. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Kareem Hunt, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
And now out comes Houston.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain of 35.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a play fake here on first down.
It's caught downfield by Mechie.
Gets around him and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that one results in 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the fourth. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start by running the option to the right. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 43 yards.
And the Texans have now opened up.
And here comes the Texans now. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of... They'll start by running the option to the right. Dances by him, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback. To see those guys coming.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left and their post-game stories.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 94 yards.
And the Texans are pouring it on. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to...
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. A throw complete to Dorsett. Oh, what a juke into space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Texans,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Houston set to take over.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 62 yards.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Quarterback leading this offense back out. He's off to a hot start, completing his lone throw for the long touchdown pass on that last drive. And they'll try again here with a first down. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Texans are on. And now out comes Houston. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's done it.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL.
There's touchdown. Philip Dorsett with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later,
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie
standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
John Mechie,
68 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting it...
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, 77 yards.
And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession.
They'll start with the option.
And some room to work. Able to slither by. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, I got to say, I don't know how he made it all the way to the end zone without going down. What a run.
Absolutely incredible that was, because defensively, you're taught to break down.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago. And you know what we just witnessed, partner? A new NFL record for single-game rushing by a quarterback, breaking Colin Kaepernick's record of 181 yards set in the playoffs back in 2013. How about that field vision, athleticism that we've seen?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 54 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And they work this out past the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Back to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know.
Houston set to take over. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And some room to roam now. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, 76 yards. And the Texans extend their lead yet again. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion. And here comes the Texans now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back.
And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 87 yards. And the Texans just continue to roll. And now out comes Houston. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, look at the juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He's going to keep this again. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top. Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, they're
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start 1st and 10 again. A good pickup there, a 22.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Brandon
Cooks on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's closing in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 76 yards.
And the Texans have got it on cruise control.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right.
Houston set to take over.
He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards.
And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they...
The Texans with the football here late in this first half.
He's got a man complete. The 40, 20, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. And now out comes Houston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards. And the Texans are pouring it on. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play...
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Flushed out right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get another. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until...
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks finding the end zone yet again.
And the Texans look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Texans add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Yeah, we dominate today.
They'll set up to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense. And here comes the Texans now. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Texans, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss. A perfect 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis,